Alright guys, in this video we are going to talk a little bit about what the is going on in the market. We're supposed to have a bull run, but we have a pullback and we have missiles hitting Israel. What the is going on in the world right now? Guys, this might be the last good moment to enter possible greatest bull run ever. So in today's video we're going to talk a little bit about this. We're going to also talk a little bit about gaming tokens, especially one that just recently launched, and we're going to talk a little bit about. If you want to find out, like, subscribe and watch the video till the end where I'm going to talk a little bit about this. So let's go. Right guys, so this is what I see right now. We dumped on Bitcoin, we're holding this support on 60k. Basically this might be a really good entry if we continue the move. What is bullish is that I see 12 hours is all basically on the bottom. Daily, this one move that we had actually put us on RSI very low, so maybe one more day hopefully and we're gonna get a bounce. Obviously the money supply on the RSI is also on daily is also green, and it's looking like it's going up. Let's see if we see how this green line started to go up here. Well, we had a nice price action. Even here, if you look at this line when it started to go, we still had some really nice bounce. So right now we have this. We will see how actually this thing will be displayed on the money supply. This is something interesting. Regardless, if we break this, I see we go to like 54, 53k, and if we break this, oh god, please no, we go to like 40k major trend line of the bull run, plus if you put the fib from the bottom to the top, this is like 618, so pretty convincing level to bounce from. But honestly, not only I'm looking on a Bitcoin chart now, but also I'm looking on the USDT dominance chart. So basically this is a chart that tells you, okay, are people sitting in dollars or not? So if this pumps, that means that people are bullish on the dollar, which means that are not really bullish on the Bitcoin or on any other assets, right? So right now here we see we had a breakdown a few weeks ago, then we continue to go down. Basically we had a pretty nice all season and now we're coming back up again. But if you put the Fibonacci also from the bottom to the top, this is a 382, and on the downtrend, if this is a downtrend, if this bounces from here, that this bounce is probably going to be strong. So I'm really watching this level like a hawk, because, and again, this bounces from here and you see the money supply is also doing red, so it's possible maybe we're gonna have a pullback, and then prices can go like here, maybe still be on the trend line, or possibly even break here, and then we have a really nice price action on altcoins and the Bitcoin. If it's not gonna break, and this is also, I would say, like 50-50 scenario, because when there's a break of the trend line, prices like to come back and retest it. We've seen this many times through history, so we didn't have a retest yet. Here we broke. Even if you look at last time we broke the trend line, we fell, but then we kind of came up, retested, and then we went up. Here we did not retest this trend line yet. So if this candle, I would say, comes here, and this is another also, it's not only a retest of the support, but it's also 618. So it's very possible that this is a strong level that the price might actually bounce. And in the past we've seen that prices 1, 2, 3, 4 few daily candles actually bounce from that level. This is kind of my bearish bullish scenario, because that means that we're probably gonna go a little bit lower, and at the same time we might get a really good entry. Of course, there's one more that we continue here in Valhalla on USDT chart and nothing happened, like we're in a bear market and then prices dump and no bull market, guys. But anyways, I told you in the previous videos that I'm trading this, so this is what I'm doing. The moment I saw this thing reversed, I sold a lot of my positions, and now I'm a little bit waiting. I took a small entries on those 61 levels, and basically that's it. And guys, remember last video I was talking about coins that did not pump yet, and to have this watch list, and in case that if they pump, you can position yourself before they pump when something is down. And I gave you a few coins that did not pump yet, and they were small market caps, and guys, it played beautifully. I basically released the video on 26th. Look, Nyan Heroes, which was on the list, boom, 50 something percent, 60%. Metalcore, that was also on the list, 26, boom, 70% basically, which is, I love how it works, and it works every goddamn time, guys. And by the way, regarding time, Darktimes, they just launched their token, and I was really bullish on this because I know the team, they know the Web3 space. They launched a few successful projects that had mostly NFT sales, but they were really good. So I figured Darktimes is going to be definitely one of them, because they're gonna know how to make a marketing and everything. And basically they received 206,000 followers, which was bullish. They released some really cool trailers and stuff like that. In general, I thought this sentiment for this game is pretty bullish, but this is what happened with the token. So honestly, it didn't really pump. If you manage to catch the bottom, you could make like 70% or something, which is pretty bullish, but in general, guys, it's not. And honestly, this doesn't show much convictions for token launch for gaming projects, at least in my opinion. Though I have to say there are two things that I didn't really like about this. So first of all, token was launched only on Gate.io, and Gate.io, you know, they launched only on Gate.io. And the second thing, because they started to build on Sui. Not really many people use Sui. So if you wanted to claim your tokens from the website, even though you had an allocation you were paying in USDT, you could only take it out on Sui. So tokens were only on Sui, so you had to make another wallet, you know, send the tokens, do all this shit that maybe a lot of people, they just don't like it. And then if you wanted to sell it, you had to send it on exchange. There's also not many people like this, because always when I received an airdrop from, I don't know, Layer 0, Arbitrum or whatever, I traded this on DEX. I never even put this money on exchange, because why? Like there's a lot of people who just don't like to do that. And honestly, with Sui, you know, Sui price action is really nice right now, but regarding games, there's only few of them that are actually built on Sui, and I don't know if this is really super bullish for the project. Although if they would have some kind of decentralized market, maybe the Sui community, because there's not that many projects being built on Sui, you know, they would trade the shit out of this token, because it's just something new and it's, you know, exciting. They have great partnerships and stuff, but because, you know, they didn't provide anything like that, you could only trade it on centralized exchange. Well, maybe that's why nobody gave a shit. Well, anyways, they wrote a letter of apology, you know, like, oh, we collected feedback, yada yada yada, we're going to try to make it better. You want to see more game development, we got you, and stuff like that. So hopefully they're going to turn this sentiment around. I'm really actually excited to see this game, but so far not good, guys. Anyways, just wanted to say about this, because lately I just saw that basically most of the token launches, they don't perform. Like people just want to cash out. They're hoping that someone's going to buy this first pump, and rarely this thing happens. So I don't know. This is something like to maybe consider if you're gonna have allocation for a game through CDFI or some gaming community or whatever. Maybe, you know, instead of putting like your full allocation, put something less, because honestly I didn't see many games, literally any game in last 6 months that performed anyway bullish after the launch. Okay guys, so basically that's it for the video. I'm really interested to see if October is actually going to be October, because September usually was supposed to be like the most bearish month, and maybe they just switched. So far, October doesn't really started like super bullish, you know. This is super interesting. So far, honestly, if I'm gonna just share my opinion, when we say like this cycle is the same, I feel like this cycle is actually super different. I remember the narrative just before the halving, we were like, we're going to Valhalla, we already pumped so much and now it's the halving, you know. And then we started to dump after the halving, and people were like,
Yeah, of course, like we always dump after the halving.
you know. And suddenly I have this feeling in general, like influencers in Web3 space, they're just throwing, like, you know, their ideas. I'm not saying of course everyone, but they're just throwing their ideas, like, you know, very loosely. What we're gonna do, what will happen, you know, now is the time to buy. And honestly, man, whatever you're doing in the Web3 space, like, listen to yourself. If you're completely new, if you see like there's a dip like that, like today, don't go all in. Like, if it bounces, that's great, but if it goes lower, you'll be already out of ammo. And all those people that tell you like,
This is how it's gonna go, you know, this indicator showed that, you know, Bitcoin will never drop below 60K.
and it's like 100% of accuracy, chill, chill. Because right now we have institutions in the game and they play dirty. And what we used to know in the Web3 space, that doesn't work exactly like it used to, I think. So just don't go all in on what anybody says. And let's see what's going to happen. I hope we're going to have a bull run, and I am prepared if we have. But I am also a little bit prepared if we're not going to have. So guys, thanks for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe, helps me grow, and laters.